feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood, feeling blessed.
Hey guys, it's Meg and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it'd be a really fun idea to paint the Harry Styles Fine Line album cover on this round log that I've just had lying in my room for about 2 years now, and I wanted to put it to some good use. And I thought it'd also be a fun idea to show my process of me drawing and painting this, as well as having a nice chat on the voiceover. So let's get started. You will notice throughout this whole video that I'm quite rough when I initially sketch out where things are going to go. That's just how I work. Also, because this log isn't a perfect circle, it's more of like a little bit of a stretched circle. It was a lot harder to get like accurate positioning and sizing of everything. But anyway, here I am starting to draw Harry's pants, and I thought this was going to be really hard because I'm not the best at drawing faces. I'm okay, but I struggle with drawing like the correct proportions because I don't really measure out anything. That's where my lazy side comes in, because I just like to do a lot of things freehand. But as soon as I started getting the pants like looking good and like similar to the photo, I knew that the rest of the drawing was going to go well. Also, I really apologise about if my throat seems a bit croaky. I've had the worst hay fever today. It has honestly been terrible. I can barely see because my eyes are so like sore from the pollen. It's just so bad. I suffer really badly from hay fever. Let me know in the comments if you do, so I know I'm not alone. But yeah, if I seem a bit croaky, that's why. I was debating whether to like cut this video right down to like a really quick time lapse of me drawing and then show the end result, but I wanted to show the process of me drawing, because in my other art videos I don't really overly show the process. I kind of like skip through quite a lot of steps, unlike my Bob Ross tutorial, which you can go watch. I'll link it in description. But yeah, I just thought this would be like a fun tutorial almost as well, and I thought a lot of you guys might find it therapeutic or interesting to watch the process of it being made. And since I'm painting Fine Line, the album cover, let's actually talk about the album itself. I love this album. I think it is so good and so like well put together. I just love the whole vibe of it. It's got a mix of happy songs and sad songs. It's just great. I'd say my favourites are 100% Adore You, love it, I play it almost every day. Lights Up, Falling, She, really love She, the guitar in it, amazing. I can't think of the top of my head right now, but I'll put on the screen like my favourites from the album. But yeah, I really love this album. I think it's so good. If you haven't listened to it yet, I definitely recommend, you know, giving it a listen. Even though this painting looks pretty basic, I'm not gonna lie, this took a good half of the day or more to complete, because I had to really layer up the colour of the paint because the paint was almost being absorbed by the wood, so that took a while to cover up. I really struggled trying to draw this hand here. It took me forever to get like good enough where it was justifiable as a hand. I just found it so hard. I do just want to quickly mention that I actually made an aesthetic Instagram account recently. If you want to go follow it, it's at Aesthetic Bubbles. I'll put it on the screen here. I basically just make aesthetic edits as well as post things that I like, so go ahead and follow it, as well as my personal Instagram and my YouTube Instagram. And here is the final drawing for the painting. Now it's time to actually get the paint. The colours that I used were white, a hot pink, a red, a light blue and a dark blue, as well as a yellow ochre shade for the skin tone. For those of you who are interested, the paint brands I use are Bruno Franklin and Crawford & Black. They're really affordable paints and they're also great quality, so I definitely recommend them. And here I'm currently mixing the colours for the top and the bottom of the painting. Honestly, you don't know how long this took for me to make the perfect pink shade. Here it looks like too much of a baby pink where I needed more of a coral pink, so I went over it again with a coral pink. It was just so hard to get the exact colour. I eventually got it, but I don't know why. I never really struggled with mixing paints, but I just found this really hard. But it worked, you know, it just took a lot of layering to get it like a solid pop of pink. I also have an art Instagram page. I know you're probably thinking, oh my god, how many Instagram accounts do you have? But it's at Meg Art. Go and follow it if you want to see more of my art in the future. Here I'm making the blue shade for the background. Again, this was really hard as well, because the background, if you really look into it, it's got a lot of like different shades of blue within it, so it's hard to show a lot of like texture and shadow, especially on wood, because the paint just doesn't sit very well with it. I probably should have like primed it or something beforehand, but I don't have the stuff for that. The day that I was actually filming this was my first time in 4 months. I actually went to McDonald's to get a McFlurry. I hadn't had a McFlurry in the past 4 months. I got a Smarties McFlurry, as you can see here. It was delicious. It tasted so much better than usual. I don't know if it's because I haven't had it in so long, but it was just amazing. And we also got some chips as well. McDonald's chips are honestly the best chips out there. I'm sorry, I don't know what McDonald's do to them, probably coat them in fat and salt, but they are delicious. If a McDonald's is open near you, I definitely recommend just going there and getting some chips and a McFlurry. I just realised I got so caught up in talking about McDonald's I actually forgot to explain what was going on. So I basically went back in with the coral colour and cleaned up the edges because the blue paint went over into the pink section a little bit. I just wanted to clean it up, make it look more sleek. It is now time to start painting Harry himself. So I first went in with white to paint his pants. This took quite a couple of layers because the white was quite thin against the dark background of the wood. Even though I love the album itself, I also painted this because I love this photo. I think it's so cool. I love the positioning of the camera. I love how it's almost like a fisheye lens. I love the colouring. I love his outfit in it. I just think it's a great photo and I wanted to paint it. So that is another reason why I chose to paint this. This is me trying to speed up the drying process of the paint just so I could layer up on it a little bit more. Here I'm putting on the second coat of the white, making it look more bright and obviously making it look like a solid colour instead of like this translucent ugly white colour. The white was taking forever to dry and I wanted to work on another part of the painting, so I decided to move on to his shirt. So I mixed a little bit of the white paint with the hot pink paint, and I honestly think I couldn't have gotten a better colour match. It looked so identical to the actual colour. I think it was the colour of the shirt. Yeah, I just thought it was really great, and if I didn't have this hot pink then it wouldn't have looked half as good. So yeah, I was pretty proud of the colour match, not gonna lie. Now that the base of the painting is done, it was time to go in with some details. So I went in with black and painted his shoes. And then I painted his hair and his skin, and I also went into detail and added some of his tattoos and also cleaned up some lines with some Sharpies and other pens. And that is the final painting. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Let me know in the comments below if you want any more videos like this, or if you'd like to request any paintings for me to do, and I will happily do it. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching this video, and bye!